He quickly got up from the bed and started walking towards the door. "Stop!" His words made you stop from taking another step further. You turned around just to meet his cold gaze. "Never dare to raise your voice on me," he ordered in his husky voice. "Understood?" He tilted his head, waiting for your reply. You nodded slowly and left the room. You headed downstairs toward the living room. The lights were off as you sat down at the couch in complete darkness. What have I done to deserve this? Tears ran down your cheeks, making you choke on your sobs. As long as Tina is safe, it's all worth it. You mumbled to yourself, wiping tears off your face. The next morning, you opened your eyes as the sunshine touched your cheeks. You looked around, and to your surprise, you were in your room, sleeping on the bed. When did I come here? Didn't I fall asleep on the couch last night? You thought to yourself until you felt a weakness getting up. You stood in front of the large mirror placed on the wall looking at yourself. You looked like a mess. Your eyes were swollen and red due to crying. "I need to get ready and head downstairs." You mumbled, heading towards the bathroom for a shower. You went downstairs and froze at the spot, looking at a beautiful lady sitting beside Jungkook, talking with him with a beautiful smile over her face. Suddenly, her gaze turned towards you. "Who is this woman, Jungkook?" Jungkook looked up at you and paused for a second before replying to her. "Her? She's a new maid over here." He smirked, looking up at you. "Oh, new maid?" she mumbled, glancing at you. "Yes," he said, getting up from his seat and heading towards the dining table for breakfast. You lowered your head as a sigh escaped your lips. You followed them too towards the dining table and were about to take a seat until the lady spoke up. "What kind of manners are this? How could you try sitting right beside your own master?" You realized what you were about to do. He addressed you as his maid. You probably got no right to sit beside him. "Serve us food," the lady demanded as she pulled the chair out and took her seat beside Jungkook. Jungkook stayed silent as he watched you from the corner of his eyes as if he was expecting some reaction from you. Jungkook thought, as the young lady of the Kim family, you could reply back to her face, but you didn't seem to care about it as you nodded at her words and started serving them food. "Jungkook, can you come along with me on a trip?" she asked him while you started pouring juice in Jungkook's glass. "No, I'm busy," he replied, biting on his food. Lily was displeased by his response, and while not paying much attention towards you, and by mistake, she pushed your hands with her elbow, spilling the juice all over her dress and table. "Yeah!" she yelled, getting up from seat immediately. "What the stupid thing did you do?" she shouted, looking at you. "I'm sorry," he pushed my hand by your elbow. Before you could say anything further, she picked up a jar of water and splashed it on your face, and its coolness took your breath. "This is what you deserve." She gritted her teeth in anger. "Jungkook, just fire this maid right now," she said, looking back at Jungkook. "What do you say? Should I get fired for being so reckless?" He smirked, looking at you. "It's not my mistake. It was her whole..." "Enough of your nonsense," she glared back at you. "Why should I? It was not my mistake," you said with a stern face. "How can a mere maid dare to speak up so much?" "Everyone has the right to speak up against what's wrong," you stated, making her anger grow even more. "Jungkook, ask her to apologize to me right now. She is so rude," she demanded. You looked at JK. who was already looking back at you. Wayan, just apologize, he said, making your eyes widen. He clearly knew it was not your mistake at all, but he did that on purpose. I'm not apologizing. You cleared yourself, looking him into his eyes. She won't obey this way. She took a step closer to you, and a hard slap landed on your cheek, making you look to the other side.